So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shawnee, and today I'm going to be doing a digital bullet journal and planner review. So the app that I'm going to be testing today is Zinnia, and Zinnia is free on the Apple App Store, but it does have several plans that you guys can choose from, a monthly and a yearly subscription. It also includes pre-made journals and planners if you guys do not want to create your own. If you do decide to create your own, there are 3 free journals and 3 free pages each that you guys can use, and it comes with a quick start guide. So when you first start off, you can choose pages, different page styles. They have the grid, dotted, lined, and a spread, and I'm going to choose a spread page, and you can also choose the color. So on the first page, I decided to do just a regular old monthly planner calendar page. So here, this is where you can use type text, and you can change the font, the color, and the size. And I'm gonna cut a lot of this out because it took me so long to pick a font that I was happy with. So I ended up typing out June and using the Luna font, but you guys will see that I did not like that, and so I decided to change it. You can also use bullets and numbers for your lists and stuff like that. And this app does have pencil support, stylus support, all those things that you can use to also write in the journal. And you see, after you close out of the text, you can move the text around. You can use your fingers, pencil, whatever. So I went into my photos to put a background. I decided to go for a galaxy theme. You guys know I really like galaxy stuff, and I feel like that's a thing for me. And down here, you can move the layers to the back or the front, and you can change the opacity. So now I'm going off to find my actual month page. I took a long time to find what I want. You can also change the opacity with those. And I settled with this June one. And what I didn't know at this point in the video is I did not know that I could ungroup them, and I could have deleted the June. So you guys are going to see me try to get rid of the June with washi tape. They do have lots of washi tape styles in here too. They have stickers and templates and everything, and I changed my mind a lot. There are also cool frames that you guys can put around your text or your borders or whatever, and I did not like any of those once I did it. So this takes a lot of back and forth. One thing that I like about doing the digital journal is I'm able to redo a lot of things. All I have to do is click delete or cut, and I can remove a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to normally do with a normal bullet journal. You can also group your layers and lock them down, which is what I do when I'm deciding on something. So then I decided to take away the text and just leave the regular June print. And I went into the stickers, and I decided to use these hands and moons, which you guys know I love stuff like this. And I decided to change that opacity a little bit, and I left that on the front layer. And then I just added a purple moon, and I'm going to move that to the back layer and lower the opacity. So there we go on that page. And then I found these other stickers that I thought were really cool, but I didn't want to put them on that page because I thought it was like a little bit of overkill. So now I'm creating my second page, and this page is going to be my mood tracker, and on the other side is going to be my to-do list. So I went back into these stickers, and I found a lot of them that I wanted. The Good Vibes one, and this is like the Witchy collection, I want to say, or the Magic collection. I can't remember the name. But this is all my aesthetic, and I was like, I need all these things, and the crystals and all these cute things that I would normally put into my bullet journals when I'm doing them by hand. It was cool to have those in here. So then I went back into the stickers, and I went back to the templates, and I'm going to get my mood tracker that I'm going to decide on. And they have so many different options of the templates and stuff that you can fill in, and you can fill these in text, or you can fill them in by writing it in, just like a normal bullet journal if you like that feel. And I decided to go with this crystal mood tracker after I scrolled through everything, because you guys know how I feel about crystals. I really like crystals, and they're like my aesthetic. They have this cute mandala one too. I just love all the things, so I decided to go for the crystal one, which I kind of did a one like that in my regular one. So these are the options to ungroup, because I didn't want the mood tracker title, so I locked the other layers and I just deleted it. And you guys are going to see the title that I decided to use for those. So then I went back into my images, and I decided to use that same kind of star pattern that I had. I didn't like this one at first because it wasn't a PNG background. I didn't really like this, so I'm gonna end up changing this one. But if you guys do want to download prints and stuff like that to fill in, or you can use your own pictures, which I kind of showed you guys in the beginning because this is my second journal that I decided to do and record for you guys because I didn't record the first one. So I'm just reversing this and, you know, flipping it upside down just to give it a little bit of a change in scenery than the first one. And then I moved it to the back, and I'm gonna lower the opacity as always, and I'm gonna lock that baby down. It takes me a minute. And then I decided to move the Good Vibes Only title to the top. And I kind of want to put those crystals over there, but I decided against it because I didn't really like it too much. But I decided to use this little jar with the crystal in it, which kind of reminds me of my January bullet spread in my actual bullet journal. If you guys want to see that video, I will link it down below, where I did like the little jar to kind of fill in. And I decided that I wanted them on both sides as kind of like a border. And what I'm going to go in and do, because you can draw in the bullet journal in this app, there are drawing options, so you don't have to type everything in or use stickers. And what I decided to do was go in with my brush pen. There are different types of pens. Change the layer and the opacity, and then you can use the eyedropper tool to get that blue. And because I felt like it was just too bare up there, and then I just zoomed in so that I can color in these crystals. Now at the end, I'm going to show you guys a method for doing this where you can put the color on a background layer behind this and change the opacity so it's not going over the crystals. But I didn't think about that at this point in the video, so you guys will see that later. But I just colored it in that same blue. I thought it looked cute as crystals and stuff like that, because y'all know this is what I really like. And I just did that on the other side. And you can lock these. I didn't know that at the time because, like I said, this is me kind of getting to know the app just as, you know, I'm showing you guys, even though this is my second time doing it. And, you know, you can change your brush size and all those kind of things. And that's the eraser to kind of go in and clean it up. And then I decided to color in the cork caps of the bottles because I thought it just looked cute to add that gold in a little bit more because it looked a little bit bare. So then I'm just using my eyedropper tool, going in and getting that gold, and then I'm just filling in the lid. And it's not very neat at all because nobody's going to be looking too closely at this. And I think adding this little bit gives it like a home, like I don't know, like a DIY kind of rustic thing. Like, I don't know, it makes it feel more personable. Even though it is digital, it feels better doing it by hand, if that makes any sense. So then now I'm going to be moving all of these little stickers over, which it took me a very long time to be able to do this. So I did have to delete a whole lot of footage because it took so long for me to be able to move these pieces around. It took so long. But I was just looking through the mood trackers and the to-do list, and I finally settled on the one that I wanted after a while. It takes me a long time. I'm very indecisive. But the thing about doing a digital bullet journal or planner is that you can change your mind as many times as you want because you don't have to worry about erasing or painting over things because it's all digital. So I just moved all these stickers over, which took a very long time because I kept accidentally clicking the other part, but I just made sure that I locked my layer. If I cannot recommend you do anything else, I recommend that you lock your layers every time you're doing one of these parts because they will move if you don't lock them. So then I decided to, after several times of trying to lock this down, I'm going to actually lock the text box, and I'm going to ungroup it so that I can remove the text layer because I didn't really like it. But as you guys can see, when you do have these fill-in parts, your keyboard is going to keep coming up. It's going to keep popping up your keyboard, and it takes a long time. So I would not suggest doing what I did. If you do want to use the sticker, just don't put all the stickers on one page because it's going to be very annoying. Or try to place your stickers before you put your other stuff, I guess. And so yeah, and then I accidentally deleted it, but I removed that text because I didn't really like it. And then I just started playing around with my little crystals and where I wanted them. So I ended up coloring these crystals in and like I said, the method that I'll tell you guys about later, that I kind of mentioned, that I'll show you guys later, with filling it in, the only thing is the color does not lock to this, which I didn't realize at the time that I could have probably grouped it together so that when I move the outline, the color will move with it. But I didn't know that at the time, so I wasn't able to do that. But that is a thing. You guys aren't going to see me do that because I didn't know what I was doing. And like I said, this is a um, teach me, teach you type of thing. So I didn't really know that, but I was just coloring in the crystals and stuff to make them look a little bit better and make them go with the theme a little bit more. I do think I kind of screwed up with the purples and stuff like that. The pink, because pink doesn't really fit, or the blue. It wasn't the same blue that I used at first, but you know, we're gonna make it work. I love that it's like a watercolory look because of that, even though I don't really like watercolor. It looks really cool with the purples and the blues and stuff. But you see, it didn't move with it, so I had to move it myself and then kind of fit it to it. But you can group that and then you can move that color layer beneath it, so that it doesn't go over the outlines. And then I started moving back in these stickers and changing the opacity and stuff like that. I don't know why, but it's just giving me like a coloring book kind of vibe. Now that I look back at it, it makes me think of like an adult coloring book. And then I couldn't decide where I want these moon phases. And like I said, it's just so cool because you can just keep moving around everything like to different places that you wanted. I can't remember exactly what I was looking for at this part. Oh, I think I was looking at other to-do lists because I could have put one in that matched the theme, but I didn't. And then I was trying to find to-do uh, pre-made to-do list text, but I could not find that. So yeah, I ended up trying to make it fit because they weren't matching fonts, which was annoying, and I just didn't like it. But you guys will see that I am going to try to write it in myself, and I didn't like it. So, like I said, it's very me being indecisive with this whole thing, not really knowing what I want to do and trying to, um, you know, fit in a lot of different things. But like I said, that's the fun part of doing a digital planner or bullet journal is you can just change your mind as many times as you want. There's, nobody can stop you. There's no permanent. And then I tried to write it in myself, but I did not like my handwriting. I did not like how it was turning out. Yeah, it was not doing it. I was like, all right, I don't like it. So I kept deleting it because I did not like what I was doing. So then I decided to try to type it in, but I don't have the font that matches the Good Vibes text, I don't think. And yeah, I tried to match it to that goal. But anyway, I just ended up changing my mind, and then I put the moon phases up top. And then I tried to put the moon in, and I just changed the opacity on that. And then I did my little star, and then I think I'm going to change the opacity on that star too. And yeah, I don't know why I made that noise. But I ended up deleting that because it didn't fit the theme anymore. And that is my spread. So then I went back to the front page and I decided to just make kind of a sticker page because I did see some stickers that I liked. There are also borders and dividers. All these things you can make pages. Like there is so much that you guys can do with the Zinnia app, even though you're using the free version. So then I went in and I decided to just put a memo for myself and keep balance, which is going to be my motto for June. Um, there's going to be a lot happening in June. We have a retrograde. Mercury is going to be in retrograde in June. So, yeah, a lot of things are going to be out of whack, but, try to prepare myself and try to, remind myself to keep the balance and to keep it together. So then I went back into that brush pen and then did like the little squiggles and stuff because I felt like it needed something else. And that's pretty much my bullet journal. Now I'm going to go back into my mood tracker and I'm going to do my key. And this is the method that I was talking about where, I don't know what my pen did at the point, but this is a method I'm going to tell you about, guys, when you can just change the opacity. Because you see how it goes over and you can't really even see that they're crystals and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up changing the opacity and moving the layer down below, and then locking it so that you can see the crystal through it. And that's how you can do that. So like I said, the Zinnia app is free on the App Store. If you decide that you want to get the full app and you want to have multiple journals, you can do the $9.99 a month tier, or you can do the $39.99 for a year. Personally, I'm fine with using the free versions right now. I don't really feel the need to get another one. If you guys want a more in-depth review of Zinnia, or if you guys want more information, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!